Hi there, welcome to another episode of BizTalk with me, Mikhail Raj. As usual, we are on every Friday, 8:30 p.m. on Bernama News Channel 502. You can also catch us on MyTV 121 and HIP TV 410. For today's topic, we focus on a solution to the container deposit burden faced by shippers and importers. In the shipping or maritime sector, one of the most visible parts are containers. For shipping lines, containers are valuable assets. Shipping lines, as a result, collect a container deposit from importers to cover possible damage. But, however, this is not a favorable scenario for importers, especially for smaller players who have to pay thousands of ringgit upfront, and this money can possibly be lost in the case of damage. So, the full details on BizTalk. Hi there, once again, thank you for tuning in. Now remember, you can also watch us online, especially if you're on the go at www.bernama.com or via our Facebook page live. Today we have in the studio Mr. Chua Hock Peng. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Quantum Ivory, Sdn Bhd. Welcome to the show, Mr. Chua.
Hi, Mike. Yeah.
Okay, possibly can you give us an overview of the container deposit issue? What is the problem all about in this sector?
Yeah, Mike, you see, come to the container, this deposit was implemented more than 10 years ago by the shipping line. As to reason why they collect deposit is that the container leased or rented to importers are often returned in the damaged conditions.
Okay.
So, in addition, there are times where containers are returned late to them, so this has disrupted their business operations.
So the importers have to bear the cost, is it?
Yes, exactly. That's right. Yeah.
Okay. So what is the average cost to an importer? How much will it reduce costs or increase their costs if this happens?
You see, one of the shipping line imposed between about 1,000 to 2,000 ringgit deposit per container. So this was published in the shipping lines circulars, and this information also available in this internet. So take for example, a small business imports an average of 10 containers per month. The deposit works out about 20,000. For the medium size of the organization, what they call it, generally they would import around 100 containers per month. This would work out to about 200,000 deposit paid upfront. Yeah, so this will be the
costing to the importer.
Yeah, that's costing to the importer. That's right. Yeah.
So in addition to losing the container deposit, an importer might also have to pay more if there are damages or other issues. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, basically, you see, come to the on the case of losing deposits.
Yeah.
This is true. A couple of years back, Hanjin Shipping filed for bankruptcy. Protection, and the deposit which had collected was not returned to the importers.
Okay.
This is what they call. This is no way the importer can get back their deposit, and write off. They have to write off in their books.
Okay.
So. This is quite a special and small, especially to the smaller companies, those who just started their business. Please bear in mind, Malaysia, 70 to 80% of businesses in Malaysia are SMEs.
Okay.
So, what you talking about losses of the deposit, which is true in the markets. Yeah.
So when the problem is because of the depreciation of the ringgit, they have to pay more, is it, in terms of costing?
In terms of ringgit, yes. Basically, container average is about $3,000 to $5,000. So in terms of ringgit depreciation, yes, it will also affect increase their costs.
So, but anyway, the good news now that ringgit is resurging, so I hope so it stays up that way. Anyway, that means local importers are quite vulnerable to things that could go beyond their control, Chua, and leave them with a higher cost of doing business. So the question that comes to mind is, why do shipping lines collect container deposits?
Okay. Basically, shipping lines, they collect deposit is to mitigate mitigate the business risk, which container damage. There's a cost.
Okay.
So they collect basically just to mitigate the risk they have against the importers. Same thing on the other hand, the importer also have a risk if, let's say, this container damage. So that's why the solution, we are developing a solution to come up how to solve in between for the shipping lines and the importer as well. Okay,
what is the current practice now?
The current practice is most of the shipping line collect deposit from this from the importers. So this one will end up about the cash flow will be stuck by the importer will start the cash flow. Yeah. So this is current practice.
Okay. So you come out with a solution. You say it's the first in Malaysia and first in Asia. Can you sort of touch on what exactly is this product all about?
Okay, this product basically, when we design the product from the shipping lines to protect the interests of the shipping liners when the container damage, demurrage, even detentions. On the detention charges. On the other hand, when importer instead of deposits, so we are thinking to use this our insurance to replace it as a deposit as some options. Yeah.
Okay, sure. A lot more to talk about this iCargo Plus. We need to know what exactly it's all about. Anyway, we'll take a short break. When we return, we will discuss more on this container deposit issue and the solutions for importers. Stay with us.
The Nation, a talk show from the Current Affairs Desk with in-depth conversations on health, women, property, culture and performing arts. Only on the Nama News Channel.
Do you know what really happens to your mobile e-waste? Throwing them into the dustbin will only result in choking the landfills. Did you know that over 42 million mobile e-waste are not properly disposed of? And this amount will continue to grow. This will potentially cause toxic chemicals to seep into the ground. The environment will slowly be polluted, thus creating a multitude of health problems to us humans. Did you know that 90% of the materials used to make mobile phones and the accessories can be recovered and recycled? These can be reused to make anything and everything, including electrical goods. Well, the good news is MCMC has initiated a mobile e-waste campaign. MCMC, along with telecommunications companies, have set up collection areas for the public to safely dispose their mobile e-waste at participating outlets. With 72 outlets nationwide including TM, U-Mobile, Maxis, Digi, Celcom and Altel, you can now dispose your e-waste easily and at your convenience. Join us to get 1 million recycled mobile e-waste for this campaign. Make a difference for a better world, better environment and better future. For more information, log on to mobileewaste.mcmc.gov.my. This initiative is brought to you by the Malaysian communications industry together with MCMC.
Hello Malaysia brings you in-depth interviews and important questions from big names to everyday people who have and are making a difference. Join Gerard Ratnam on Bernama News Channel. Brings you the latest in current affairs, lifestyle and entertainment, as well as one-on-one discussions with fascinating personalities. Only on Bernama News Channel.
Gain insights from the people with the capacity to translate vision into reality. Interviews with corporate leaders, at 8:30 p.m. Monday, only on BNC.
Welcome back. You are watching BizTalk. We are talking to Mr. Chua Hock Peng. Mr. Chua, you're talking about this iCargo Plus. Can you just elaborate what exactly is this product?
Okay, iCargo Plus is unique in its own class of marine insurance that covers the cargo and extended to cover container risk at no extra cost to the importers or exporters. So the clear objective of iCargo Plus is also an option to replace requirement of the container deposit in response to this CLiP survey as published under the UNESCO policy brief in 2015. So whereby it states that insurance may replace the requirement of a container deposit.
Okay. So what are the objectives of iCargo Plus?
Come to the objective of iCargo Plus. Basically, we want to mitigate the risk on the container damage, demurrage, and this what they call this detentions when the incident happens. So which is beyond the control of the importers, which is not fair to them. Basically, they not even know what's happening to the containers. But they have to bear with the costs. You see.
I see. And you are the first in Malaysia. You are the first in Asia. I presume such a product exists in the Western economies.
Basically, this product, yes, you are right. It's first in Malaysia and first in Asia. This product basically there is none in this part of the
world, or even the Western countries. No,
they don't have.
So you are the first one to come up with this product.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so what does it do actually?
Okay, this product, it comes in basically a lot of issue has been happening in Malaysia. In fact, not only in Malaysia, in the region, the thing has been happening all this while. The only thing is we go through the process. It took us about 4 or 5 years to develop this product to measure the issue happening in the markets.
So you undertook a study to check into the issues and problems facing importers.
Yeah, basically we do the study and research. We even go through from the exporter from overseas into the Malaysia importer, the whole logistic change. So this logistic change basically is what they call, we interview one of them one by one, including we interview the port authority. We also do some study with the ministry. That's why we managed to get the support from the Ministry of Malaysia and also authority as well.
So when we pay the payment for the container deposits, the money actually flows out, right? So with this new product, does that mean that the money will stay in Malaysia? Am I right in assuming that?
Basically, not so much on the deposit. The money basically is paying to the shipping liner. Yes, most of the shipping liner, they are offshore country, offshore company. So in one way, you are right. So come to our product, our iCargo Plus. As an insurance, so we hope that the container deposit can be replaced by the insurance. So and also to add on that, when insurance itself in Malaysia, we should be able to bring back the money from overseas back to Malaysia.
Yeah, what is your target in terms of container boxes? Because you just launched and all that. Has there been any response so far?
In Malaysia, currently we have about 7 million container TEUs a year.
20 equivalent units.
Yes, in and out in the country. So our target for the next 6 months after our launch, since launch last Friday in the Ministry of Transport, we target 200,000 TEUs.
Is that a conservative target or is it a very ambitious target?
I would say this is quite conservative in the sense because it's really is a solution to the logistic industry.
How does it benefit shipping lines and importers and the economy as a whole?
You just imagine the deposit of 1,000 or 2,000 with 100 of thousands TEUs boxes. So basically, this money will be become what will be stuck in the deposit.
Okay.
So this one it cannot generate the economy. You so that's why if insurance able to replace it, we believe this money can use for other purposes to make a smooth operation of the business.
I see.
Yeah.
How did you manage the Ministry of Transport to accept this product? Was it, did it take a lot of persuasion?
Yeah, it's a good question. We have go through the so-called the industrial consultations.
Okay.
We go through department by departments and tell them this issue. We are aware that there's an issue in the market. So we go into the Port Klang Authority. At the same time, we also go into this Ministry of Transport. We present to the scenario to them, then how this thing can be resolved. And also, we do a research on the what it called as UNESCO's policy, saying that the insurance is may be replaced with as a container deposit. Yeah.
Sure. How will this product, insurance for container boxes, help to make Malaysia a logistics hub?
I will believe when this operation can be smoothened, the operation efficiency will be important to build up as a hub.
Okay.
Yeah, for Malaysia. Yeah.
Okay. Are there other parties involved in this venture?
Talking about parties, from what they call the related party, from the importer until the exporter. Of course, the whole supply chain from A to Z, they all will be involved. Even you see, no doubt we look at our product, we are trying to bring this insurance money back, also involved in the MOF, you see.
So basically it will be very much cheaper for importers now with this new iCargo Plus.
Yes. Basically, our iCargo Plus, basically there is no extra cost to them, as we use what they call the recent online platform.
Okay. Chua, thank you very much for your time, and wish you and your company all the good luck in all your endeavors. Okay. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll talk to Nazirul Naim Rushdan, analyst from the Malaysian Association of Technical Analysts, on the stock market, on the ringgit and currency markets, as well as some corporate developments. Stay with us.
Hello Malaysia brings you in-depth interviews and important questions from big names to everyday people. People who have and are making a difference. Join Gerard Ratnam on Bernama News Channel.
Gain insights from the people with the capacity to translate vision into reality. Interviews with corporate leaders at 8:30 p.m. Monday, only on BNC.
The Nation, a talk show from the Current Affairs desk with in-depth conversations on health, women, property, culture and performing arts. Only on the Bernama News Channel.
Do you know what really happens to your mobile e-waste? Throwing them into the dustbin will only result in choking the landfills. Did you know that over 42 million mobile e-waste are not properly disposed of? And this amount will continue to grow. This will potentially cause toxic chemicals to seep into the ground. The environment will slowly be polluted, thus creating a multitude of health problems to us humans. Did you know that 90% of the materials used to make mobile phones and the accessories can be recovered and recycled? These can be reused to make anything and everything, including electrical goods. Well, the good news is MCMC has initiated a mobile e-waste campaign. MCMC, along with telecommunications companies, have set up collection areas for the public to safely dispose their mobile e-waste at participating outlets. With 72 outlets nationwide including TM, U-Mobile, Maxis, Digi, Celcom and Altel, you can now dispose your e-waste easily and at your convenience. Join us to get 1 million recycled mobile e-waste for this campaign. Make a difference for a better world, better environment and better future. For more information, log on to mobileewaste.mcmc.gov.my. This initiative is brought to you by the Malaysian communications industry together with MCMC.
Brings you the latest in current affairs, lifestyle and entertainment, as well as one-on-one discussions with fascinating personalities. Only on Bernama News Channel.
Welcome back. In our third segment, we talk to Nazirul Naim Rushdan. He is a member of the Malaysian Association of Technical Analysts. Nazirul, welcome to the studio.
Hi, Mike. Thank you for having me.
Okay, retailers and punters in the market, they've been looking at the market that's been closing easier for such a long time and all
Yes,
that.
yes.
So exactly, what is the outlook for the market next week?
Okay, I would say that market since last week we have like daily reversal signal.
Okay.
So I would say like market will push to 1,728 at least, because but still market for these 3 months of trending is still towards that downside trend.
Maybe you are recommending, is it a good time to accumulate because of the market's bearishness now?
Yes, actually for a medium to long term investor, there is I would say like it's been a hefty discount for our market for this year. So because of our index is back to 2017 March, which is a support region, so I would say like market even though slight line in December, so it's still within a good support to accumulate some stocks.
Okay, you're talking about accumulation, right?
Yes.
What kind of stocks are you talking about, or sectors do you recommend?
Okay, I would pick two sectors, which is industrial product and also technology stock. In fact, in both weekly index chart, still in a strong mood. So from our data for this year, we have about 40 stocks that excluding company warrants overall. So they have been double up, 100% return by this year actually. So still some stocks you can look out for to invest actually.
Okay, when you look at the market until the end of the year, you look at the crystal ball, how do you think the market will perform?
Market will trade within the support region, which is 1,728 to 1,633. So I would say like the market currently is react because of two reversal signal that happened last few weeks. It's been dropped until now, and then still we targeting the index might testing some retracement area in that as I mentioned before.
Actually, you're talking about retracement and all that.
Yes.
What are the bearish factors in the market? Why is the market so closing easier and not going up? Because there was a lot of projections in the early days that the market will actually go up. Is it?
Actually, still for if we look out at through this year, still going up. Year to date, we have about 8% up. But then it might have actually is a negative correlation with our dollar, our ringgit Malaysia. So since ringgit Malaysia is strengthening, so it might give us a slight reflex on our equity markets.
Before you talk about the ringgit, many companies actually reported improved earnings the past 2 weeks.
Yes.
Maybe we can talk about them and why is it not reflected in the share prices?
Yes, actually there is quite numbers of stock that give a improved quarter result. But then the price, the mispricing is actually for me still based on technical. It's not. We are looking at the volume and also the price. Even though the quarter report is important, but then it's still not reflect. So when volume is not coming in, it's not easy to catch the stocks.
But then again, when the companies themselves report improved earnings, is it good news for the corporate sector and also for the economy as a whole?
Yes, because equity is part of the first indication whether the economy is good or not. So I would say like since the quarter report is good, but then as I mentioned earlier, still not reflecting in the price. So it's actually it's quite numbers of stocks.
Yeah.
In the first quarter, we have about 387 stocks, which is traded 10% above the 3 months of average price.
Okay.
And then the numbers is still going down.
Okay.
In the second quarter, we have about 203 stocks. And then third quarter, we have about 106 stocks.
Okay.
And then in this quarter, we only have about 88 stocks
I
that
see.
actually maintain in the good region
Okay.
for investor to look out.
Okay.
So the number of stock is still declining, even though the result is still shows like improving.
So we cannot be too optimistic of a resurgence in the market.
Yes,
But
yes.
talking about resurgence, can you talk about the ringgit? The ringgit has appreciated to almost 4.10 this
Yes,
week. You see.
4.10.
So that's quite a good show by the ringgit, and
Yes.
everybody is hoping that it actually go on to 4.0 level. Is that
But
something?
in fact, there is some analysts that target about 3 ringgit 80 cent actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but then there were also those who targeted 3.90 before, and it didn't happen, you see.
Yes,
So
but then actually earlier of this year we did some target, right, based
Yeah,
on our ringgit position.
yes.
So as year to date, still our ringgit have been up by 8.5%.
Yeah.
Still good. And then even though it's actually the main reason, I would say like the US is weakening throughout
Okay.
this year.
Okay.
Throughout this year. So US is still down 80% against euro.
Okay.
Down 4.8% against yen, and then 7.7% down against pound.
Okay.
So basically, based on our ringgit index against major,
I see.
we have some chart that we have been plot.
Okay.
Ringgit have been up by 1.6% against the major as overall. So by against the Southeast Asia, the ringgit is improved by 1.25%.
Okay.
Still quite good.
So you
numbers.
look into your crystal ball and let me
Yes.
know by the end of the year what will the ringgit be at?
Okay, I will put some price there because there is a few target price I will project. So first, my target price is because at the target price is 4 ringgit 5 cent.
Okay.
The next will be 3 ringgit 89 cent.
Okay.
And the next will be 8 ringgit 86 cents.
Okay, Nazirul, thank you very much for all the points on the ringgit and the stock market. We hope that our joy is not short-lived on the ringgit and the
Okay,
stock market.
sure, sure.
Okay. I'm afraid that's all the time we have this week. That's a wrap for BizTalk. Don't forget to catch us on repeats over Astro 502, HIP TV 410, and My TV 121. And also thank you, Mary Fair, for this gorgeous set. Happy investing to all. See you again, same time next week. Bye for now.